Yo, what is going on, ladies and gents? How are you guys doing? Back again here with another Call of Duty Modern Warfare commentary video and another series of how useful is this weapon. And today we're going to be talking about the good old AK47. That's right, the AK47 is my favorite all-time weapon to use in Call of Duty. I think it's the GOAT of weapons, going all the way back to Call of Duty 4. With this weapon, you don't really need any attachments for it in order to dominate, because this gun without any attachments can just easily dominate like how it did in the past Call of Duties. Now, today I'm going to talk to you guys about a brief history of the AK-47, because as you guys know, the AK-47 was designed by Mikhail Kalashnikov, who was a general of the Soviet Army during the Second World War, and it was right after World War II in 1947 that this gun came into light, and since then this gun has been an absolute historical weapon to use, because Mikhail Kalashnikov's invention has just left, I feel like, a big impact on the world, because the AK-47 was used by the Soviet Army a lot, and it's still used by some armies today around the world. So with the AK-47 here, the attachments that I'm using is the muzzle brake attachments. For stocks, I use the LMG stock, and for the underbarrel, I use the Mark IV grip. For ammo, I use a 40-round mag and perk sleight of hand. And for ammunition, I use the standard 7.62 by 39. And with this type of ammunition, you do a lot of damage with the AK. Now, the thing about the AK-47 is that it doesn't have a very extremely high fire rates compared to the LMGs or the Kilo 141 or any of the other assault rifles in the game, but it still does a lot of damage, especially from long distance and short distance as well. And in terms of spraying, you are kind of at a disadvantage when you're close to an enemy, because the spray time with this gun is kind of downward, but compared to an SMG in which you can just spray automatically with it, you can still do a lot of damage from short range. And with this gun, it does have a lot of recoil, but for long distances, you can either 3 or 4 round burst an enemy or just single fire them. Me personally, I prefer to 3 or 4 round burst an enemy from long distance with the AK-47, and it still does damage even with that. But one thing about the AK-47 is that I don't recommend using any optic attachments for it. I just use the standard iron sights because I feel like it just best suits my gameplay. And with actually this AK-47, it's not in this game, but it's actually in one of my games from one of my streams, in which I don't have, unfortunately. I managed to get a double chopper gunner in one game simply using this attachment and this loadout. And if you guys want to try and get high kill streaks, I suggest using this loadout attachment if you're a beginner as well, because had I had the 75 drum mag unlocked, I would have slapped it on, but unfortunately I don't. But hey, this gun just brings good luck when it comes to Call of Duty. That's the best way I can describe using the AK-47 in this game. Now, of course, I would love to show you guys that gameplay, but unfortunately, I did not have that gameplay saved in my stream, because I stream a lot on twitch.tv, and if you guys aren't following me on Twitch, I highly suggest you follow me on Twitch as well. Link is below in the description to my Twitch, because I stream on there a lot, and it's actually been very fun streaming on twitch.tv. The only thing that might be challenging when it comes to using the AK-47 is just controlling the spray, because if you can simply learn to control the spray with the gun, then it's just going to produce absolute wonders for you. Because back in Modern Warfare 3, for example, I feel like they added way too much recoil to the AK-47, and that just completely ruined the gun in my personal opinion. So I'm just hoping that in the next Call of Duty, that if they're going to include the AK, they don't add too much recoil to it, because in this game, they added quite some recoil to the AK, but it's not like the type of recoil that you had in Modern Warfare 3, because the AK-47 recoil in Modern Warfare 3 was just absolutely out of control. Now, if you compare the AK-47 with any type of other SMG, when you try and drop shot an enemy and that is crouching and killing an enemy, you might be at a longer disadvantage in terms of the time, because with the SMG, it takes way quicker to drop shot and just spray down an enemy compared to the AK-47. But despite that, I'd still consider the AK-47 to be very, very effective with the drop shot method if you are just very quick with it. That's what it matters. Quickness is the ultimate difference. However, if you equip the 5.56 caliber ammo onto the AK-47, it increases your fire rate, because the 7.62 still slows down your fire rate. But all that matters is how much damage a weapon can do, so hence why I recommend staying away from the 5.56 millimeter, unless you want to have like a very fast fire rate with the gun and you can easily spray down an enemy with it. I would just stick with the 7.62, because it still does the most damage with the AK-47, and that's just my preferred ammo for using. Now, the AK-47 is best for winning gunfights from medium and long distances, especially when you're playing Warzone and you're in buildings, because based off of my personal experience, I've noticed that my ability to win gunfights from medium and long distances in this game while using the AK-47 and all these attachments that I showed you, that I'm going to show you at the end of this video, have just really improved my kill ratio from long and medium distances. Now, I just want to dive into the gameplay for a brief second, because this gameplay was actually pretty frustrating, because despite me, capturing the objectives and playing to win, I noticed that in this game, it also takes me very forever just to find an enemy in a map. It was just another one of those matches where it literally just takes you from literally up to like just 5 minutes just to find a single enemy. You know, it's very frustrating when you're playing and, you know, you're trying to, you know, grind for attachments and for kill streaks and all that stuff. And one thing that I wish that they would do in this game is make it where it rewards you for playing the objectives like capturing flags or collecting dog tags, because in this Call of Duty game, it doesn't count towards your kill streak count if you capture objectives. And you know, that's what I hope happens in the next Call of Duty, like how it did back in Black Ops 2, for example, in which you were rewarded for collecting dog tags and capturing flags and B sites and A sites and domination and all that stuff. And if there's any other improvements that I would make to this game is that they should add theater mode as well, like how it was introduced back in Black Ops 1, because if only they had theater mode, I'd be able to show you the gameplay where I got a double chopper gunner. But unfortunately, I don't, because I forgot to save the stream on Twitch and, you know, and download it and then show you guys that gameplay like how I did in one of my other streams where I got a chopper gunner by using only the 725 on shipment, which involved, you know, me camping a lot, because I mean, how else was I supposed to get that chopper gunner? Because in shipment the spawns are absolutely ridiculous, but I noticed that if you play on shipment and you camp out a spot for a long time, your teammates spawn next to it and you can actually control the spawns easily. So yeah, that's that. But anyways guys, that's going to be it here with the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to follow me on twitch.tv below, like how I said, link in description, and leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Y'all have a good one.